everyone. Welcome back to Event TV, where we are having amazing guests, where we believe that events are amazing and you get to live it. So I'm so excited that you all are here, and we have yet another amazing guest in this world, another amazing person, and I will bring her right on up. We have Mon Cherie here today. Hey, Mon Cherie, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. How about you?
Awesome. How you feeling today?
Today's a great day. That's all I can say. It's a
It is an
great day.
amazing day. That's right.
Mhm.
So, Mon Cherie, tell everyone who you are and what you do in this world.
Yes, hi, I'm Mon Cherie. I'm the founder of Juicy by Mon Cherie, a skincare brand that features the healing power of black seed oil. We have body oils, lip oils, as well as cuticle oil, which was our first product.
Ooh.
And so also we're on like Amazon, we're on Walmart, we're all over the internet, we're on all the social medias. And also what I'm doing now is also offering those services to other brands so they can launch and expand as well through brand
Oh,
builders.
wow. I love that. So you're pretty much in the beauty space
Yeah.
with the black seed oil. So tell us all, how did you get to start in this space? Because you started with cuticle, and right
Mhm.
now I need your oil right now because I had my nails done like last week in Charlotte,
Mhm.
and they did not do a good job at all. Sorry.
Oh.
But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. So tell us, how did you start with black seed oil and developing?
Cuticle oil. Yeah. So my first product was cuticle oil because I'm a nail biter. I bite my nails. And so even as a child, the one thing that was the cure for that was cuticle oil because you bite and you go too far and you need something that moisturize and help that heal very faster. You know what I mean? So that was one of my things. So I always use cuticle oil. And then during a pandemic, I stopped being able to find my favorite cuticle oil. And so it took me, my thought was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to create my own cuticle oil, and I'm going to create it the way that I would create it. And because I'm always was a fan, to say about 2020 of black seed oil, when I first heard about it, that it had the cure to potentially cure everything but death, I was like, oh no way, ain't no way. I should have been knew about that. However, I did test the product, and then it healed so many different things over the years. You know what I mean? It healed colds faster. I will put it on my skin topically. I use it when I breastfeed my children. Just multiple things. Anybody have an ailment, I would tell them. So when it came to creating my cuticle oil, I'm like, I'm adding black seed oil in the formula for the healing power, that the fact that it heals things faster. And so that's kind of like where it started. And so I envisioned, if I made cuticle oil, what it would look like. And then this is what, we have. We have the cuticle oils,
Oh
Juicy by Mon
yeah,
Cherie. And
oh
it has
yeah.
yeah, and then it has like I have 6 different scents. So I have like strawberry lemonade, peach, red hot banana, lemon eucalyptus, a pheromone scent, and it also has like a cinnamon scent. And so I wanted to be sensory and healing, you know what I mean? And luxurious. You know what I
Love
mean? So we have the different styles.
So
And
those
so
are just for the cuticle, right? That
that's
you're,
just for the cuticle.
oh
Mhm.
wow. Okay, that is absolutely amazing.
Just for the cuticles.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
you started with the cuticle. So once you develop that in the midst of the pandemic for yourself, what made you branch off to providing it for the whole entire world?
Well, I figure if I like it, there's somebody else who would like it too. And so my whole key was to brand. That hence my name is in the name, Juicy by Mon Cherie. And so, that's like the next level of me creating products. So I always was an online seller, reselling other people's products. But this was my moment to really brand a product from scratch, right from me. The formulas are all mine. The branding, everything is all my formula. So that was the goal, to create a product that I can share with the world,
Awesome.
and that will be beneficial to the world as well. Yep.
Absolutely. And thank you for that too, because that sounds extremely exciting. So you went from cuticle oil, then you developed another product. So tell me about those.
Yeah. And so the second product I brought to was the body oil. And the reason for that is because I'm just creating products that I need. You know what I mean? So I always look for products that has black seed oil. So like say if I go to a vendor, one of those shows, pop-up shows, and somebody put black seed oil in their product, I'm buying the product. But I was
Right.
like, you know what? But I still haven't found my favorite. I've never found my favorite. I was like, you know what? That's the next leap. Let's make the products that I want. So I create the black seed oil, body oil that has the olive oil and the vitamin E. And then I just started using it, and then I brought it all to fruition. I can give you show you a sample of that too. Of these products, and those come in like 5 different scents. So I have like the orange honey, I have a sugar rose, a serenity spa that has a menthol in it. I also have a lavender, a flower power, and a fresh spring scent. So I use it on everything. So my kids, they have a boo boo or something like that. I'm using it on their scars, on their mosquito bites. That you can use it on that, and it also is the moisturizer and on scars. It's been since I created this product, I didn't know that this product was going to be as good as it was. But my skin is so much smoother than it ever been, and I already had smooth skin, so I'm
Right.
excited about this product as well.
Awesome. Awesome. So, and that's great. So we've got to get you to drop that link because I'm telling you, it sounds absolutely amazing. Um, and so with that being said, because I had another thought, but I'm just stay on topic here. So once you develop, sorry, I hit the wrong button. So once you developed these products, you went on to support other people with developing their products, right? So tell
That's
us
right.
that.
Well, so since I have all this knowledge, I went through the boot camps of getting onto Amazon, getting onto Walmart, doing the digital marketing of the products. I hone lots of skills. And so as I was, as I network with other beauty businesses and other local businesses and even international businesses, some of their pain points are how to get on Amazon, how to officially trademark my business, how to do the Walmart, or the online or fix my store. And so I was like, I have these skills that I'm going to bring to the people so we can all win. You know what I mean? Because at this point now, as a small business, you're competing with the big business side by side. And so
Mm.
you need as many advantages as possible. Yes. And so that's me. I'm going to bring you my skills that I've honed so we can compete with the big boys and make big boys money. They're big money as well. Yeah.
Right, right. No,
Mhm.
and that makes total sense. So you were able to find a need, um, and develop this amazing product, develop additional products, and then GTM, which is go to market with it. And then you found a way to where you got it on Amazon and Walmart. That's absolutely brilliant. And so, with that being said, you also, with that, you have developed a brand around. You just pretty much started branding everything to make sure that it looks nice, luxurious, and it attracts this ideal client. So tell us about that part with you supporting with the branding.
Yes, it's definitely just a work in progress when you talk about branding and the different products and having a vision. For me, it's fun. I love the creativity and
Yeah,
the
I love your
experimentation of. Thank you. And just trying to figure out what will resonate with my potential customers. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's all about marketing it and putting yourself out there and letting people know the goodness that I created for them. You know what I mean? Because
brand.
I created it and you got to know about it. And so, and then so trying to get that, what do you call it? The time, the space. So
Mhm.
in this current market, there's so many things to choose and look for. And so how do I make myself interesting and beautiful enough to catch your attention? So that's right. I'm trying to,
All right.
you know, master catching attention. Yeah. Into that space. So that's where it's all about the creativity and the background and you know what I mean? It's fun. For me, it's fun, experimental.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would one want to brand or should
Mhm.
they brand their materials, because I'm looking at you right now. I love the branding you have behind you, and I love your tops. I just think that
Thank you.
move here a little bit so we all can see your top.
All right.
Yes, love it, love it. So why is that so important? You know, not it's
Yeah,
why is it important?
it's very important because, like I said, at this time, there's so many things to take your attention. You need to be first in mind. And so I want people to remember Juicy by Mon Cherie. You know what I mean? So when this comes to skincare or healing my skin, remember Juicy by Mon Cherie. You just have to put yourself out there. There is no way we got so many things to do. You got to be top of people's mind. And so it's very, very important to put yourself out there. And so for me, like you see it on my clothes, I wear my stuff to my gym. I'm on social media, and you just got to keep on putting that message out. Juicy by Mon Cherie, it's healing. It's got healing in it. And so it's very, very important no matter what you do. You got to shout it out.
Shout it out. That's right. That's right. So I'm so happy that you not only developed this product, but you also help individuals with product development, right? You help them develop the product as well as the branding of the product, correct?
That's correct. That's
Okay,
correct.
so tell us a little bit more about product development, because I know that there's some individuals out there that may be having some, maybe some beauty issues. They have some beauty ideas that they want to kind of get out there. That's absolutely amazing. What can you share with them about your services and how you support them with branding and developing, and why you need both?
Right. Well, first of all, a lot of times what people don't do is they don't own a brand. So you need to have your trademarks, because trademark registration is very important when you're dealing with the Walmarts and the Amazons. So they can really, they work with you better if you own your brand. So that's like one key. And so then you can protect people try to, because if your brand goes viral, there's people who are going to try to counterfeit it. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
you're not protecting yourself if you don't have your trademarks. Now, also, with our brand services, we really refine your branding. So as I go across the country, different pop-up shops, some people, their brands aren't refined, their marketing and their packaging aren't refined. And so they spend a lot of resources in, like, even just like putting labels on their packaging as opposed to getting it manufactured from a manufacturer, making some of these things more efficient. And so what we help do is update and refine your packaging with our manufacturer connections that I have. I have a team of manufacturers because I've had to work with so many, so I can help you get the best prices. I have a team of designers, so we can design and make your brand more like how you intend it. You know what I mean? So we collaborate with different brands and refine and get something polished and creative so we can stand out in the marketplace. Because you got to stand out. You got to catch the attention, but you also need to stand out and be memorable.
So you're saying that you can support individuals from going to the local Office Depot or Staples and printing on their logos and sticking it on their product. You can support them with that.
Well, of
Not
course. So I can
support them
support.
with not
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, right. So if you just got to start where you know what? So you have to start where you have to start. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody's circumstance is different, and so we can make that Staples brand look as polished as possible. But then we're gonna step it to the next level and have manufacturers do it because we're planning on moving products. You know what I mean?
Right.
Eventually, that becomes not feasible for you to be just labeling it. But you have to start from the beginning. You do. You know what I
Right.
mean? I wouldn't say go out and do a minimum $10,000 10 unit order at a manufacturer when you don't know if your product has a product market fit yet. You know what I
Right.
mean? So there's different levels, but also our business, we also help you on online. So get your website online and also integrate it with social medias. Get your products in front of people where they're buying it, so you can really start getting that revenue. You know what I mean? It's not just about selling and producing products. It's also about selling and making a profit. And so we're going to walk you through all of that: the profits, the costs, you know what I mean? And staying within budget so you're profiting and making money. And
Right.
so we're just a full brand to help you support your brand on the different stages that you need in order to really make it.
Love that. Love that. So where we are now is you develop the product. Okay.
Mhm.
Very amazing product, very helpful. And it depends on, what the product is that you're supporting with. Then you support with developing that product, developing product, sorry, branding the product, and now making a profit and generating revenue. So tell
Mhm.
us a little bit more about how having a product such as a beauty product or something that is aligning with your respective brand can be helpful in bringing in revenue.
Well, for sure. So, so I do work with people who already have a brand or are starting fresh from the beginning with the new brand vision. And once you establish a product and really hone down the actual cost, meaning that you know how much your manufacturing of this whole product costs, how much the actual production of the actual products, say we're talking about beauty products, what goes inside the bottling. And then we're positioning online, and then we know how much it costs to ship, how much it costs to actually that the platforms are taking from the brand. We can really project how many products do we need in order to break even? How many products do we need to sell in order to make whatever profit that the sky is the limit. Once you have a product, the sky is the limit. How much you can sell was really, really depending on what your goals. You know what I mean? So it's a nice leverage that you won't have unless you do have a product where that's extending. So we're going to position you so you can get those products, not just handmade at the house, for a side hustle. We're really preparing you for big time retail. So
Right.
that's why you would work with my company, because that we're looking to make millions. You know what I mean? So that's where we're positioning our clients.
Love it, love it. And what I love about what you do is you say it's okay to start here if you're doing a small amount, but once you have tested your concept, people are, asking for it, it's in demand. Now it's time to manufacture and move it in bulk. So love
Hmm.
that now we need not to be printing everything. We need to get it nicely manufactured, and you could support with that.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Now, question in closing. Do you only support people with beauty products?
No, not at all. I support anybody who has a brand in mind. Say a lot of like right now, I deal with a lot of different podcasts. If they want to add a product line or some merch to their catalog or whatever. So I work with anybody. If you can vision this product, I can help you brand it, put your stamp on it from the beginning to the end. If your target is online marketing and sales, call me, Brand Builders by Mon Cherie. And so, like particular, I work with people who have games, card games. I'm working with a client now. Her card game is called If You, and so we're gonna put those. We're gonna refine her game, which is like a social icebreaker game, and then we're gonna put that online and on Amazon and get those sold. Plenty of them sold, and so if you have a brand in mind, and we can work together and we can make it happen.
I love that. Love
Yeah.
that. All right. So, Mon Cherie, can you let everybody know how can they get in contact with you and where can they get some of your amazing oils or in any of the above? Let us know.
Yes. So the best way you can get in contact with me is going to my website, buymoncherie.com. Um, but also if you just Google Juicy by Mon Cherie, you're going to find my product's going to come up, and you're going to see it on Amazon or Walmart. So you can purchase any way that's most convenient for you. Um, Also, if you want to work with us with the branding, I need you to go to brandingbymoncherie.com, and we can set up a strategy call and see what's your vision and see how well um, me or your vision, if we can it'd be a good fit and work together. And so that's another way to contact me if you want to get your brand polished and set up for retail.
Awesome. Well, Mon Cherie, thank you so much. This is a wealth of knowledge. And I just want to let everyone out there know that if you have some sort of a product, that you want branded and packaged and out to market, and not just locally, Mon Cherie is the person that you need to reach out to. Her brand looks amazing, nice and polished, and she can help you do the same, because we just don't want your brand to be super cute. We want it to be super profitable, and she can
Mm.
definitely support you with that as well. So, with that being said, Mon Cherie, thank you so much. It's so good chatting with you, and we will talk to you soon. And I definitely need to get the link for some of that oil. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.